Hello, up close and personal. How are ya? I'm the Hooded Lid, and I can't believe this has not occurred to me before. For the Sephora sale, one of the things I recommended was the Tropic palette and the Safari palette because they were already on sale and then on top of the sale, and they're on sale on Natasha Denona's site as well. But I never did a look, and I think I should because they're still on sale, and this will air hopefully on Friday, and I think they'll probably still be on sale. These are not popular palettes, and I want to talk to you about why. This is what it looks like. These weren't so hot. This is a matte, and these are not. And people buy Natasha Denona because they want that gleam and sheen and glitter and sparkle. I personally find very little use for that. So the fact that those didn't work well, that's fine with me. And believe me, these didn't work well. It just, you can dig and dig and dig and dig, and it's hard. Can you hear the sound? This lighter blue one works okay. That's what they look like. They're not very sparkly when I just swatch them, which is interesting. But nobody can work with their eyes like that. We can't go boop, 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 and just rub, 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 rub into our eyes. And people had a hard time with it. I kind of have a hard time with it, but that's not what I love about this palette. It is kind of what makes it tropic, but I don't care. Don't get so caught up in the semantics. I'm going to do this lavender and this. These are fine. This blue one is really nice. The lavender's fine too. Do something under the lash line, you know, not on the lid. For me, it's an unusual color to work with, but something that might work with something else that you own. But what I really, really love about this palette is these colors. Just look at that. This is a Hooded Lid Dream. This is generally a bunch of mid-tone warm neutrals, but not orange. So you have pinks going on in here, and you have peaches going on here, a little bit of yellow, and it's just perfect, if I'm being frank. There are two little shimmery shades in here. This yellow, I think it's called, I'm not sure, I'll write it down below. And this one, this is so pretty. A true, like, chiffon-y yellow. Not really gold. So pretty. And this one. This is a beautiful shade with pinks and a little bit of bluish, lavenderish reflex. For me, summertime, you're kind of glowing, maybe you're bronzed a little bit. This is a one and done. Just easy, put it on your lid, and it gives you that sheen, almost wet look that works so easily with a bronzy kind of casual look. Love both of those, and the pinky one is the one I really get the most use out of. But I want to do two looks. So I think I'm just going to do this square right here and this square right here. We'll see. Generally when I use this, I'm just kind of use a couple of colors and do something very unarticulated and all over the place, and I think it's incredibly flattering with so many skin tones. I'm going in with Vintage Taupe, which, if the name sounds familiar, it's because it's in the Retro palette, the Mini Retro. And just feeling out the lid. I have not powdered my lids. I always wonder, like, do I powder, do I not powder? What's the point of powdering if you want things to adhere? I'm telling you, Dior needs to make the primer that they sell in the Backstage palettes a single, because it's perfect. It goes on a little sticky and then it dries powdery. You don't have to powder it down. It's a little earlier than usual, you guys, because it's been 100 degrees for the last 2 days. It's going to be again today. I'm starting to glow right now, and I wanted to shoot this before this got impossibly hot. Now go in with Peach Puff. It's really hot here. I'm not happy about it. It's nearly 100 for the last 2 days. So I'm shooting this a little bit earlier than I normally would. just so I'm not sweating, but there's glow. There's a glow happening. And this is just kind of loosey-goosey on the lids. Going in with Nudist, and do that a little bit on the inside. Maybe the first quarter to third. And it's just a watercolor of look. And same brush with Sangria. And this is where I'm going to deepen up and kind of elongate the eye a little bit. I usually don't use all four shadows when I'm using these colors. I just kind of do two. So I'm just kind of doing this, deepening up and turning up a little bit, and then a little bit on the outer third. If you're new here, I have a fat pad. It's very hard to get this eye to match this eye. I endeavor to do it though. I'm going to get a Q-tip and try to reshape it, because this one I feel like I have a nice little triangle and this one not so much. It's just that the fat pad makes it so hard to be precise, and I have to spend some time on it. This is not an articulated look, so I'm not going to get too precious. And just for kicks, I'm going to go in with a Gusty. So pretty. Eyes closed. And now I'm just going to go in with a big blender and kind of mesh it all together. Alright, there you go. So I used 5 colors, but really, usually I just do 1 or 2 when I'm working with those 4 colors, and I get a little bit of a lighter look, but I brought in that Sangria, which brings a little more darkness. But I hope I've been able to illustrate how these mid-tone colors are so workable for hooded lids. And I love that there's some peaches in here and some pinks in here. It's definitely warm, but it's not orange. And then you have the brown you can pull into and the mustard that you can pull into. There's a lot you can do here, I think. So that is generally these 4. And now I'm going to do, I don't know, maybe like here. Alright, I cleaned off my lids with some micellar water and they sting. So I'm not going to put on any concealer. And I don't know really what to do with this area. This is a very neutral to warm area, and that brown is pretty dark for me. But I'm just going to start with what I know, which is receive the hood and go from there. And for that, I'm going to do the mustardy color. Sahara. Honestly, shadows go on so much better on naked skin. Okay, receiving the hood, it looks a little warm to me, but this is the warmer section. I'm not gonna lie, you guys, I prefer the pinks. I prefer this square over here to this one, but it's fine. Fake tan. I'd say Sahara and Fake Tan are similar colors. They do the same kind of function. It's just one is more mustardy and the other one a little more neutral. But I'm just putting up that Natasha Denona lays everything out in quads theory to work. To see if she really does, or does it work with this particular quad of colors in the palette. Pastel Melon. Lighten up. The inner quarter to third. And of course, mixing these peachy melony colors with the pinky colors is so pretty. I love those colors together. I'm afraid if I use this darker color, the darker brown, it's just going to make everything too dark. I guess I could use it as a liner position. So just working it into the root of the lash a little bit, and I'm being very sloppy. I'm taking the big blender again and just kind of meshing it all together, melding it all together. For me, this is a little dark, and I prefer the pinkers for my skin tone, for my comfort zone, but I think this little yellow color needs to be brought into the mix, and it's called Limoncello. I am the queen of fat fingers, so I'm just going to get myself a little brush. And then maybe put, I don't know, I'm just faking it from here, you guys. Okay, that was a mistake. Oh, maybe it wasn't a mistake. Okay. I mean, it's a beautiful inner corner highlight. Beautiful. I am getting a very apricot vibe from this. I want to bring in a little more pink because it's not my color wheel. So I'm going to bring some nudist in on this blender brush. And that's this color here, which just has a little pink to it, and see if I can, also I'm wearing pink blush, and just kind of have some fun with it. Oh, like. You know what, you guys? I just saw somebody do a review on a new Dior palette for spring, and she used pink here, and orange here, and then brown on the lid. So I'm going to do, okay, let's say that was look one. I'm going to see if I can kind of do that same look, that Dior look, but opposite, because I'm doing pink here, and the orangey color. What shall we do for the orange color? I guess it's going to be that melon. I'm taking the orangey up here, which it already was here, but I'm going to bring it all the way up to the eyebrow. Oh, I'm having a little fun. Now I'm going to take that brown and mix it with the mustard, the Sahara. And bring it up to the socket area. And wipe it off and do some blending. Going back in with this and just doing a big blend. So boy, I don't know, to me, you guys, this looks so dark. It's outside my wheelhouse, but I just wanted to have a little bit of fun with it. Well, I don't think I succeeded in pulling in some pink, but I did show you how just playing with makeup is fun, and why I like this palette so much. I just love that it's all these mid-tone colors, and almost nothing is too dark for me besides that brown. There it is, the Tropic palette on sale. You might want to get it. I really love it, and when I'm in a rush, when I just want to do something quick, I pull this one out. And obviously what I did today here, not so quick, a little bit crazy. I mean, it's good. I'm not going to put on mascara because my eyes are bothering me today. I'm not going to do liner. I just wanted to show you some ideas for the Tropic and why I like this so much, and why you might want to consider getting it for yourself. Maybe. Thanks for spending a few minutes with me. I hope it was helpful to you, and I hope you come back again. Be safe and smart, and until we meet again, I am wishing you good health and cool weather, or air conditioning. It'd be nice.